Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to our TARE practice and contemplation group. Last week, we finished contemplating impermanence, and tonight we will begin the chapter on the law of cause and effect, karma. By the way, happy Labab Duchen, which is one of the 4 sacred periods on the Buddhist calendar. Specifically, Labab Duchen, there was a period of 2 or 3 months where the Buddha would travel to the God realm and teach Dharma to his mother and to other beings, other gods in the God realm. And during the day, he would return to his body in order to eat, to maintain his 5 aggregates so that he wouldn't lose his body in this world. And every day that he would come back, Shariputra would serve him his meal, and he would take advantage and he would ask Buddha Shakyamuni what he had taught his mother and the gods that day. And so Buddha Shakyamuni would give him a sort of a concise overview of the teachings that he was giving to his mother and the gods in the God realm. And those became the foundation for what we now call the teachings of Abhidharma. I don't know if Buddha gave other teachings of Abhidharma. I think there are some sutras that talk about some of the aspects of Abhidharma. But according to some sources, that was the origin of the Abhidharma teachings in this world. Thanks to Shariputra. So, happy Labab Duchen. It's a day of multiplication. So, if you have an opportunity still, it'd be wonderful to save lives, make offerings, butter lamps, extra prayers of aspiration, and merit in general. So, karma. When I was 25 or so, I undertook a retreat at a remote site on a holy mountain in central Tibet. The Lama overseeing my retreat advised me not to take any money along because people in the area had been known to rob and even kill practitioners. He said that he knew a sponsor who would send me all the food that I might need during my retreat. So I went to retreat with just a small bag of roasted barley flour called sampa, which I planned to eat with little butter and tea, as is the Tibetan custom. As time passed, I ate the sampa without thinking much about it until it was half gone. Yet I still hadn't received anything from my sponsor. But at this point, there was nothing I could do. I had made a commitment not to leave retreat for any reason whatsoever. So I cut down my ration of sampa to 1 small cup a day. When it ran out, I then had no food for many days. But all my dreams and visions indicated that my practice was good and my needs would be met. I would dream with heaps of food, and sometimes I found a few potatoes or small amounts of tsampa outside my door in the morning, but they weren't enough. And I began to become very weak and had to be careful when I stood up so as to not pass out. One day, a Lama who was in retreat nearby came to visit me. He wanted to meet me because we were both from eastern Tibet. When he discovered that I had no food, he went off and returned with some soup. Each day thereafter, I had a lunch guest who furnished a meal. Eventually, my sponsor remembered me. He apologized profusely and sent regular supplies for the rest of my retreat. This is an example of the power of karma. I had a generous sponsor who was willing to feed me, but simply forgot. I could have provided for myself with my own money, but I hadn't brought any with me. If I had known before I'd made the commitment not to leave my retreat that I would be without food, I could have gone out and begged. Everything seemed to go wrong in a way that no one could have foreseen, because what happened was simply the playing out of karma. I could have blamed my sponsor, but it wasn't really his fault. When I escaped from Tibet with a group of 5 people, including my elderly teacher and his brother, we moved from place to place in the forest, hiding from the communist Chinese soldiers. We waited until winter to cross the border into India because we knew the Indian heat could kill us. We had lost everything but 500 Chinese silver coins. With some of this money, we bought corn, which we used to make soup mixed with greens that we gathered in the woods. My teacher and I were both having dreams about loss. It was difficult for us to take them seriously because we'd already lost almost everything. But they occurred night after night, so we knew something might happen. We also had dreams indicating that we should change location. So we left our heavy packs in a nearby town and moved on. I had always carried the silver coins on my body, but this time I decided to leave all but 50 in my pack so that I could move more quickly, with the intention of going back and retrieving them later. The next morning, before dawn, I heard gunshots coming from the town where we had left our supplies. The Chinese had taken the town. I'm telling you these stories so that you won't get discouraged when bad things happen, but instead persevere. Even if we have the wisdom to see what's coming, we cannot escape our karma. The only thing to do is to purify it as much as we can before it ripens. Many successful people think the reason they have done so well in life is that they are smart and skilled in business. But many smart, skillful people are also poor. So something more than intelligence and talent is required for success. Some people work very hard to make money and eventually prosper. But when they invest their earnings, they lose everything. Or they may be robbed or even killed for their wealth. Others succeed without any effort at all. Things just go their way. Some people are preoccupied with their health. They take all the right vitamins, exercise regularly, and eat well. Yet, some of them are sick most of the time. Others never exercise and eat as much salt and sugar as they want, yet remain in perfect health. This is all because of karma. I had a story in my own life. Very recently, I had a good friend come, and he and his wife came, and they wanted to go to Peru. And they didn't have any contacts in Peru, so I started talking to people in the Sangha in Chile, and I found some contacts for them, and we were able to get in touch with some Peruvian tour agents and guides and set up a trip. This friend of mine has good conditions, and at some point in time he said, well, why don't you and Lama Yeshe come with me? It's just 5 days. So I thought, well, this might be a once in a lifetime opportunity to go to Peru, go see Machu Picchu. Okay, sure, we'll go. You know, all expenses paid, hard to turn it down. So he was buying our plane tickets, and he bought his tickets first because it wasn't clear if Lama Yeshe and I could go. and he bought his tickets like upgrade to not business class, but something between economy and business. I think they call premium economy. So then it was time to buy Lama Yeshe's and my tickets. And so he wanted to buy at least as good a tickets as he bought for himself. But no matter how much we tried, we couldn't buy the tickets. And finally, he had to call the tour agency, the airlines, because the site would not work. And when we got through, the only tickets that were available were way in the back of the plane. So I thought it was so funny because he wanted to buy us nice tickets. Of course, everybody likes to sit in a better seat with more leg room, better food maybe. But I had karma to sit in the back of the plane like I always sit. So at the time I thought to myself, this is karma. This is merit. I said, you have a lot of merit. I still need to keep generating merit. So it's like that, karma. The importance. I think sometimes in the West, one of the parts of the Buddha Dharma that still needs to be established in the Western culture, Western Buddhist culture, is the importance of generating and accumulating merit. Everybody likes mantras and ritual and beautiful tankas and sitting in meditation, but a lot of people still don't understand the importance of accumulating merit. That's a huge part of our practice. If we feel kind of stuck, we're just sort of, Groundhog Day, the same meditation over and over and over, it's due to lack of merit. So don't underestimate the importance of generating merit. Okay, let's go to TARE practice. 7-line prayer. Om Orjin Yujin Nujan San Pema Gesar Dombola Yatsin Jogi Modrone Pema Jumne Jesodra Kordo Kadro Mampe Kor Chechi Jeso Dadro Chi Jinji Lapchir Sheso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om Orjin Yujin Nojan San Pema Gesar Dombola Yatsin Jogi Ngodrone Pema Jungne Jesodra Kordo Kadro Mampe Kor Chechi Jeso Dadroji Jinji Lapjir Sheso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om Orjin Yujin Nojan San Pema Gesar Dombola Yatsin Jogi Modrone Pema Jungne Jesodra Kordo Kadro Mampe Kor Chechi Jeso Dadroji Jinji Lapjir Jeso So Guru Pema Siddhi Om. In the space in front of me, the mother of all the victorious ones, Arya Tara, actually appears, and to her I pray. Now as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Arya Tara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. Now as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Arya Tara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. Now, as I and countless others are lost in the ocean of samsaric suffering, I seek Buddhahood to gain temporary and ultimate happiness for myself and all living beings. For this reason, I take refuge in Arya Tara, embodiment of pure awareness, inseparable from all perfect qualities of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Lama, Yidam, and Dakini. From the depths of my heart I pray, evoking from Tara's forehead, throat, and heart a brilliant surge of rainbow light. As the light rays touch me and all other beings, the poisonous fruits of negative karma, sickness, demonic afflictions, and obstacles evaporate like dew in the morning sun. Merit, wisdom, glory, wealth, and longevity increase beyond measure. Illustrious Tara, please be aware of me. Remove my obstacles and quickly grant my excellent aspirations. Sandan Yudro Zon, Tari Tam 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 Zon. Tam Soha Omahum, the 3,000-fold universe, Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the minor continents, and the splendor and glory of gods, nagas, and humans, together with their roots of virtue, are emanated as vast and extensive clouds of perfectly pure offerings. I offer them to Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. Tram Guru Ratna Mandala Idam Yami. By the power of having prayed thus from the heart, may the enlightened mind be mastered and appearances perceived purely as the deity's body. May the meaning of the developing and completion stages be naturally internalized. May conditions inauspicious to the perfect path be pacified, and all conceivable auspicious conditions and aspirations be fulfilled. May the stains and obscurations of non-virtue be cleansed, and harm from other beings and bad dreams be averted. Grant the blessing of protection from the fear of lower existences. May rebirth not occur in the 8 states devoid of leisure to practice. May all lifetimes be remembered and faculties be clear. May discipline be pure and the mind attend to Dharma. From the ripening of karma caused by delusion, grant the blessing that shields, protects, and conceals. May the malignancy of enemies, demons, and ghostly interferences, the harmful effects of untimely death, epidemics, and illnesses caused by poisons, all be pacified and purified. May the wisdom and activities of Tara be revealed. Om Ahum. In the pure realm of the victorious ones, the spontaneous presence of the 3 Kayas, is she who gives birth to victorious ones of the 3 times. A cloud of inexhaustible bliss of the 3 secrets. I bow to you, O sublime guide of the 3 realms of existence. From now until I reach enlightenment, I will rely on you as my sole source of refuge and protection. In accordance with your former aspirations and commitments, do not waver in your compassion. Fully bestow on me your powers, blessings, and siddhis. Whosoever sees me, hears me, touches me, or remembers me, by these 4 means of liberation, by the most sublime siddhi, may I be capable of freeing all those connected to me, and may my attainment become equal to yours. Without relying on the power of magnetizing, how could one gain the necessary qualities to care for others? May I influence all those to be tamed, positive and negative without exception, by inspiring in them the 4 kinds of devotion. Furthermore, upon mastering positive qualities within a state of liberation, may all beings quickly attain the actual form of the victorious ones, resplendent with the major and minor marks of perfection. Until such time, may we be free from the 8 great fears and from malevolent influences. May such favorable qualities as longevity, glory, and excellence flourish. May the yogas of the 2 stages be mastered, and may we be free from obstacles. In all countries, may disease, war, and famine be pacified. May all beings have bliss, happiness, and engage in the Dharma. May the Buddhist teachings be propagated, and may all beings come under the guidance of Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. In all countries, may disease, war, and famine be pacified. May all beings have bliss, happiness, and engage in the Dharma. May the Buddhist teachings be propagated, and may all beings come under the guidance of Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. In all countries, may disease, war, and famine be pacified. May all beings have bliss, happiness, and engage in the Dharma. May the Buddhist teachings be propagated, and may all beings come under the guidance of Tara, Mother of the Victorious Ones. Attachment to ordinary appearance and clinging to my corporeal form subside. From the space of emptiness, my mind's natural awareness spontaneously appears as the brilliant red seed syllable Tam. Instantly, Tam transforms into the luminous form of the noble Tara. She is smiling and exceedingly beautiful. Her right hand is in the gesture of supreme generosity and holds a long life face. Her left hand is in the gesture of the three jewels and holds a red cauliflower by the stem. Within the petals of the flower are a fully ground bow and arrow made of delicate flowers. Her garments are made of exquisite silk and draped perfectly in graceful folds. She wears wish-fulfilling jewels and splendid ornaments, as well as a garland of lotus flowers. Half of her hair is in a knot at the crown of her head, half flows down her back. She sits in the posture of royal ease on a sun disk resting on a red lotus. A full moon appears behind her. The Buddha Amitabha sits on a lotus above her head. She is ruby red. Her glorious rainbow light radiance fills an infinite sphere. On a red lotus and sun disk in her heart, the seed syllable Tam is encircled by the mantra mala. As the mantra is recited, the mantra mala begins to revolve. Radiating light from the mala forms an offering to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. Returned as wisdom blessings, the light is reabsorbed. Then light radiates again to the beings of the 6 realms, dissolving all suffering and transforming everything into the pure phenomena of Tara's pure land. Om Tari Tam Soha. Om Tari Tam Soha. Tam Soha. Tara's form dissolves into the natural sphere of emptiness. Ah, ah, ah. Throughout my many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue I have accomplished, including the merit generated by this practice, and all that I will ever attain, this I offer for the welfare of sentient beings. May sickness, war, famine, and suffering be decreased for every being, while their wisdom and compassion increase in this and every future life. May I clearly perceive all experiences to be as insubstantial as the dream fabric of the night, and instantly awaken to perceive the pure wisdom display in the arising of every phenomenon. May I quickly attain enlightenment in order to work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas altogether, whatever kind of motivation you have, whatever kind of beneficial action, whatever kind of wishing prayers, whatever kind of omniscience, whatever kind of life accomplishment, whatever kind of benevolent power, and whatever kind of immense wisdom you have, then similarly I, who have come in the same way to benefit beings, pray to attain these qualities. At this very moment, for the peoples and the nations of the earth, may not even the names disease, famine, war, and suffering be heard. Rather, may their moral conduct, merit, wealth, and prosperity increase, and may supreme good fortune and well-being always arise for them. Chime gunye pema sambhava sason rapchan jensen opa ye garji wancho choge trope kor kusan dechen seten darjin sho. Chime gunye pema sambhava sason rapchan jensen opa ye garji wancho choge trope kor kusan dechen seten darjin sho. Chime kunye pema sambhava sasan rapchan jensen opai garji wancho joge trope ko kusan dechen seten tarchin sho penden jewe neche abo namba yure nepa dan namba zimbe jepona kusan jalsen tenjur chi Ken lo jo son ring lo je zang lin za son ja bar bel dro dro jo son na wa da midra do son gele sho. May bodhicitta, sublime and precious, arise where it has not yet arisen, and where it has already arisen, may it continue to grow and become more and more stable. Thank you very much for coming. Next week, we'll be showing a previous uh, uh, recording, because Lama Yeshe and I will be in Drupchen at Chagdud Ling. So we'll see you the week after. Take care.